Ready? Okay.
We are live. Welcome, welcome. Come on in, everybody.
Yes, welcome.
Hi guys, we're back.
Oh my God, so nice to see you again. Oh my gosh.
This is
Happy
just
Easter, guys. What you guys doing this happy Easter Sunday?
we're not celebrating that.
Oh gosh, Tess, we
We're
can't
not
just say some
celebrate no
people.
Easter.
We just
Jesus,
say them people.
Jesus rose for our sins, y'all.
What are you doing
Oh,
on this
that's
holiday Sunday then? How was your holiday Sunday so far?
What everybody do in quarantine?
Eat,
Yeah,
eat and drink.
yeah, pretty much. That's what we doing. Ain't nothing much to do.
I hear that. So, with the social distancing,
Yeah,
I have to say I'm having a really hard time with this. I'm not gonna lie. It's bothering me, but I'm trying to adjust. I'm trying like everyone else. I'm coping.
is it that
So
bad though?
yes, Tess, I
Yeah.
need social
Oh
interaction.
God.
I need to be around people.
Oh,
like, how do you feel? Like, how do you feel like not being like, to me, it doesn't bother me. I think I don't
Really?
like people as much as I thought I did. I really thought I was like a people person and, I needed to be around people.
I'm not.
I don't
You
care.
guys are so
But like,
different.
how do you feel? Like, you feel like, is it like your energy's drained or like
Yes,
what's the deal?
I need affection. I don't know. I just feel like weird. It just feels like like you go to I can go to my dad's house and I can't touch him. I can't hug him and stuff. Like I'm just not
Mm.
used to that. So it just
Yeah.
feels really, off-putting. I just don't like it. You know?
I don't know. It doesn't
Here's a
bother
virtual
me
hug.
that much. Oh, you're
That's a
cute.
virtual hug.
I don't know. It doesn't bother me that much.
Tess, you don't like people though. You're like
I
a cat.
know.
Like
Yeah.
honestly. Like one
I'm
of them
You
good.
call
vicious
her a
cats.
cat?
Yeah. She's like one of them little cats that just roll up in the corner and the cats that you can't pet? She's one of those.
I'm
The
good.
ones that will
The one
scratch
that's
you.
the one that's staying in that corner and giving you like that side
Just giving you
eye.
this dirty eye. Yeah, just giving them judgy eyes.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm good.
No, but Tess is like different. I like my own time too. I'm not gonna lie. I appreciate my alone time. I like solitude, but it's just too much. Too much all at once.
No, it's
Yeah.
fair. I feel like everybody has their thing that works for them,
Yeah.
I'm just discovering I didn't like people as much as I thought I did. That's all.
So you're doing good.
Yeah, besides me like overreacting, I think subconsciously I'm starting to realize because I don't really watch the news or things like that,
Right.
but I
Right.
think hearing people talk about it at work and
Yeah.
then, people send you all these WhatsApp messages, these Instagram messages, like what was it? Saturday, I went to bed at like 7 a.m. in the morning because I
Wow.
was just like, I was up, like just up. I
Yeah.
didn't even go to the people that work. I thought I fucking had corona. I thought I had corona. I thought I had corona. And I was sitting there, and then it's like 6 a.m. I was just like, why don't I just take an allergy tablet? Because the symptoms are pretty much the same. Why is it allergies and not corona? I didn't go to the people that work on Saturday because I was scared. I was like, oh my God, how about if I have it and then I give it to my coworkers? You know what I'm saying? Like now I'm becoming paranoid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's understandable though, because at this time, like, any little sniffle you get, you were corona hypersensitive. So, anything's gonna make you think you have it, right?
You know who I'm wondering how, like, I wonder how people are doing without dick, especially side chicks. Like, I wonder how they're
Girl.
doing not being able to get no dick, how side pieces are not able to get no pussy. Like, how's it working for you guys? No, that's what I'm
From what
wondering.
I
Speaking of
from
which,
what I'm
hi
hearing is
everybody who
they're
joined
going.
in on our
Oh
live.
yeah.
Hey
Hello.
everybody.
Hi.
But yeah, what do you think's happening out there in the world?
I think some people are struggling.
People are definitely struggling. That's for sure.
Yeah.
What I've been
But they're
told by
not
one
dead.
person.
But
Yeah, but
what
one
you
girl
say?
says she doesn't care. One person was saying how she doesn't care. Like, as long as he runs her money
Oh,
every month, every week, she don't care.
Yeah.
really?
Hmm. But
So
See? How do you respond to that?
how do you?
How do
Yeah.
you
What do you
respond
say?
to that?
What do you say? I mean,
I was
if he's running the money, he's running the money, right?
yeah. I feel like in the Jamaican culture, it's kind of that way. It's kind of like as long as I'm getting my money, like I'm good. It's nice to get some dick every now and then, but if you're sending me my money, then we'll talk after Corona.
Because the dick is just the exchange for the money, right?
Yeah, right.
So she's good. She's getting the money regardless.
Good.
but a lot of but I like some like I feel like a lot of these side chicks, some of them, I think people glamorize that it's gonna be like you're gonna have a man who's gonna run you your money, but like that's not. I don't think that's a regular
That's
case.
not the
I don't.
usual case, right?
No.
So why are you on the side then? If you're not providing a side, you're not being a side piece, meaning you're not providing to me what my man isn't giving me, then what your purpose? You have to be giving me money.
Or sex. Some people
Or
just
sex,
want
yeah.
sex.
But
Because your man might not be giving you that. Depends on the situation, right?
uh,
Yeah.
I,
For you, it's different, right? But some other, like they're in situations where their man's not servicing them that way. So
mm,
that's the appeal is having a side man that's gonna like dig out their guts, like you know what I mean? Or a side chick, or no girl that's gonna.
Ashley, hi Ashley, thank you for joining. She said, please fix the audio. I can hear you guys, but it's very low.
Okay.
Really?
All right. We shall adjust.
Okay, I turned mine all the way up, so I'm hoping
Mine's
that.
all the way. Mine's all the way
Actually, let
up.
me know if you can hear me now.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Testing.
Maybe we just need to talk louder.
Talk loud like this. Ask.
Yeah.
Wait, now I can't hear you guys. Hold on. Now I can't hear you guys.
I can hear us on when I check the sound. I'm hearing it.
You can hear me?
It just kind of sounds a little funny.
Oh my god. You can hear me? Hold on. Yeah, I can't hear you guys. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Now, all right. I couldn't hear you guys for a second there.
Oh.
Okay. Better.
We back.
Okay, now they can hear. Yay! Thank you, Ashley.
All right.
Yay!
All right.
Thank you, viewers, for letting us know.
Yeah. But yeah, what I was saying is, if you're coming to me and you're not giving me money, like I don't really see the point. But I just say everybody, different water boil different food. So
yeah.
All right, no problem. But I need my money.
So wait.
So
you outside. Take a one.
Oh well, you know what? I feel like in the course throughout the course of our lives, people don't want to admit it, but we have all been a side piece. I don't care what anybody wants to say. We've all been a side piece. Huh?
I think that's accurate.
Yeah.
Some
Yeah.
people
everybody's been
say
a side piece. Whether you knew it or not, you've been a side piece.
Yeah.
Some people say no. Some people say no. Some
They
people say they've never been a side piece.
They just may not have known it. And it's not everybody, because there may be situations where they've been in like, 2 or 3 really serious relationships. And they could say that they've not been a side piece. And yeah, of course, nothing exists in absolutes, right? But I think for the most part, everybody has been the person that has talked to someone who's been talking to somebody else.
Yeah. What's it like? What's it like?
Point.
Sorry, I cut you off. Sorry,
Go
I
ahead.
cut you off. You were saying that at some point.
No, I was just gonna say, at some point in your career, in your dating career, you must have talked to somebody who was
Yeah.
talking to somebody else seriously, and you were just a person that they either met after the person they were talking to, or you were just on the side and you didn't even know that they had somebody seriously.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I've talked to guys who never told me nothing about their baby mother, like
Zuh.
nothing, nothing. You know what I mean? At all, right? So it just depends, but I feel like there's gonna be majority of us have been in that situation.
Hmm.
Yeah,
What
I
about you,
think
Mel?
so. I think so.
Mel, have you ever been? Do you think, like, can you pinpoint any time in your dating life that you've ever had a feeling or you were sure that you're a side thing? Mel is frozen.
Well,
Mel, you're frozen. Where'd Mel go?
I don't know. She'd be back. But yeah,
Oh yeah,
I would say that, like, okay, so I had a situation, scenario,
a situationship.
situation where I was labeled as sighting,
Oh.
labeled as sighting and a home wrecker. Okay.
Oh wow. Oh
Because
now. Oh.
when the time, and I can understand, like, when this was much younger, this is when I was 19. And so in hindsight, I could understand
Yeah.
what transpired. I could see it, I could get it. So we just lost Mel, but it's all right. So
Yeah.
on me. Okay, guys, we might be having a little bit of technical difficulties, but we'll be
Yeah.
back.
We lost you too.
If we go down, we'll be right back. So don't go far. We will be right back. So if you can still hear us, I'm gonna continue the story when we all get back, because it's a good one. Trust me.
Yeah.
It's a good story. Okay.
You
So
and
yeah,
Mel are gone. You guys, I don't see you guys on the thing.
I know. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. So we just in the midst of getting this back up. I guess maybe Mel lost signal. Sometimes after it happens,
Probably.
her Wi-Fi might have gone down or something. This is what happens when we're not in the same headquarters for our show.
I know.
Okay, we need
This
to be
is
in the back
hard.
cave doing our show, and we can't be.
Okay, you're back. You're back. I have you here.
Very good.
We have
Jeez.
you. You're back.
Okay. Mel soon come back too. She about to be here.
All right. Before you get to your story, Tasha, tell me what it's
Yeah.
like in the Trinidadian culture when it comes to like side pieces, side chick, side man, whatever.
It's something that's so funny, because there's a lot of people who tend to not want to admit that that's a part of, almost an acceptable part of the culture. I know a number of people, predominantly men, who have a sighting,
Yeah.
who have a wife and family and a girlfriend.
Wow.
And it's understood. And it's not necessarily that, like, again, I'm not saying this is widespread. This is not something that everybody accepts, everybody understands it like it could be. But there are a lot of women who are very matter of fact when it comes to a sighting. And
Yeah.
they are of the understanding that their husband is theirs. He's married to them. She in the house. She's number one. She come first. So she's okay if he may have a little girlfriend on the side, as long as she don't know about her, as long as it's not disrespectful, as long as it's not in the streets and everybody else knows too and embarrassing her.
Wow.
I feel there's
So
a lot of women who are accepting of that situation.
Yeah.
why do you think that some women are accepting of that? Do you think it's genuinely they don't love the person, or they've just how they've been taught,
I
or they
do
kind of
love the person.
realize it is what it is? I'm sorry?
I think they do love the person. I think a lot of it is cultural, right? I
Mm-hmm.
think we give a lot of acceptance to men being cheaters. We give them a lot of passes, being like, men will be men and they can't help themselves and all the rest. And so, you can't expect a man to just have one set of meat. He had to eat different kind of meat. Like, you know what I'm saying?
So what would be
So
the what would be the example if it's a side dude though?
Yes,
But
yes, Tasha. In the
but
Trini culture, how about side men? How's
that's
that
something
work?
that's there too, but it's not as prevalent as side women. Number one,
Oh,
the population is 10 to 1. It's probably like 12
oh,
to 1 at this point. It's
oh.
majority women. So there's not enough men to go around. Okay? There's not enough. But excuse me, I feel like I gotta sneeze. But yeah, I feel like there's it's just culturally, I feel like there's an acceptance when men step out. As long as they're taking care of their responsibilities, I feel like once a man is paying the bills and taking care of the home financially, spending time with his kids and giving his wife some attention, I feel like that's him doing the like he's okay if he has a little side thing because he needs a little, a
He's
little
doing what he's
entertainment.
supposed to do at home.
Yeah. Yeah. And it
Right.
almost feels like it's acceptable.
Ashley said, how can having a side piece not be disrespectful? She said she don't understand.
I
Like,
don't either. I don't get it either. I feel like what people deem as the disrespect is if it is publicly known. I feel
okay,
that
okay.
is what they view as the disrespect. Like if your man is humble about it, he has his indiscretions, but he's not front paging it. Like, you know what I mean? He's
I'm
not like out at all your favorite spots talking to
yeah.
things and whatever, right? It's not like that. He has his thing. He's quiet, he's discreet. She's not front up, she ain't no front page. He just does what he does. That kind of way.
I am
But there's
humbly fucking somebody else. Here we go. Yeah. Humbly.
you know what I
Humbly
mean?
fucking those. Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Jeff, I mean
Mel frozen again.
Mel froze again.
Mel gone.
This technology, I swear to God.
Yeah.
But
But
yeah, so how is it
I
in Jamaican culture? What is
that's
it?
like for us, Jamaican, we do not okay. I feel like publicly we denounce it. So it's like, no, you can never have a side thing, man or woman. It's frowned upon and all of that. But I feel like it's just an unspoken rule that there is a possibility that they have somebody on the side.
Yeah, that's the
But
same way how it is in
yeah,
Trinidad.
it's
It's
kind
not
of
like
same for you.
publicly accepted, but
Right.
it's understood.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's just an underlying understanding that is weird, and it's not only with men; it's also with women. Because I sit down and listen to some of the housewives that
Yeah.
have, they have their little situations going on, and they're just like, as long as she know she place, and she don't come her place. That bitch got a place? Like what?
As long as she knows her place here and she doesn't try to disrespect.
Yeah. Like when you see us out, don't approach.
Yeah,
You know?
like okay, sis.
Girl.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm not sure what's happening, but we haven't had Mel in like 10 minutes. What's going
I
on?
know. And now Mel is gone again. On
Mel.
the you and Mel gone off the screen.
Off the screen. Yeah. I just
Yeah.
noticed I'm gone off the screen.
Oh.
We're having some technical
Yeah,
difficulties,
today. I don't
girls.
know what's happening
I
today.
know.
And today's such a good topic.
I know.
Yeah. But yeah, we still have people watching. So in the okay, so what do you do though if you have like
What would
okay,
I do?
you're back.
What?
You're back.
Okay, yeah.
What would you do if you know that a member of your family has a few side pieces, right?
A
And
few.
yeah, a few, and one of the side pieces is maybe a friend of yours.
What would I do? I
Yeah,
mean,
like
okay, stop. Who? How close is the family member?
is your uncle.
Which uncle?
All right. Okay, let's
Okay,
say
I'm
so.
gonna just be real. I'm gonna be real. Okay.
Is your
I
uncle.
I grew up with the mandem, So
Right.
I'm inclined to keep my mouth shut.
Seriously, Tasha?
I'm inclined to keep my mouth shut. Now, that's just how I was raised.
Wow.
I would keep my mouth shut. Like, that's
Wow.
my
Okay.
business. That's my business.
But what if okay, let's just say one of your uncle, right? He has a wife and he ends up like I come to you and I'm like, Tasha, I meet this man, this older man, he's really sweet. And I met him here and he looks like
That's
this
quite
and
possible, girl, because my uncle is handsome.
right. And I come and I'm like, I really think I'm falling for him. You wouldn't warn me?
If it's you, I would probably warn you.
What if it's somebody else? Like,
Hey, I don't have no ties to them. I don't know them like that. I got loyalties to my blood, bro.
Wow.
If it was you, I'd be like, so, like, are you serious? Like, you looking like long term or like
Or just like a one thing?
You're having a good time, girl. Then enjoy yourself, girl. Enjoy. Right? But if you're looking long term, then I'd be like, Tess, maybe you might wanna explore the options. Keep your window wide open, you know what I mean?
Wide open. And it's like and
That's
a lot
what I
of
would do.
times and a lot of times as you are a side chick and you really don't know. Like you have absolutely
You
no
have no
idea.
way of knowing if he doesn't tell you. If you're meeting someone that you don't know, you do
Yes.
not know this person. You have no point of reference. You may have met maybe one of his friends, maybe, I don't know.
Right.
So you don't. Who are you gonna cross reference and check with?
True.
Who? Right. So it's quite possible that if he wanted to tell you a fable, that he could, because he wouldn't have anywhere to check it.
I don't know nobody to bounce my ideas off of.
Right. So then you end up doing like you call the girl. Okay, so watch. This is what he did. This is what he said. What do you think? Because you have no other way of checking to
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
to see if he playing or if he's serious or if he has a thing. Like, yo, so I called him 10:30.
Yeah.
And he didn't answer the phone. 10:30.
Well, maybe he's asleep.
Maybe. Or maybe he's at home with his wife.
Or maybe he has a really bad service provider and the phone don't pick up that good at home.
Could be. He probably had dead zones in the house.
Dead zones in the house.
Because that's what he's going to tell you tomorrow. That's what he's going to tell you tomorrow. Babe, honestly, babe. I saw that you called, but I came in this morning when I got in the car because, when I'm in the house, the phone, I don't know, it just doesn't work, But, and that's what they tell you because they have to come outside in the cold, in the night to come and talk to you. So you're arguing like, oh, it's the reception. His phone doesn't work really well. So, no.
You on the phone and you hear Bear. You hear Bear breathe. And it's just like, are you outside?
Are you outside? And it's because that man said to his wife, he's about to take the garbage out.
Yeah.
Okay? So he can call you to let you know.
Yeah.
Go to bed. Babe, I'm so tired. I'm just going to bed. I'm really tired. I woke up really early this morning. I had those meetings. Remember I told you about those meetings? Yeah.
Yo!
I'm exhausted though. So have a good night. Then I'm going to call you, okay? I'll call you tomorrow. Have a good night, babe. I'm thinking about you. All right.
Yo, I can't. Or Tasha, when he call you, he's always in his car.
Oh my gosh. Yo, the car dude
Yeah.
is a cheater.
Why you always in the car?
Is a cheater. Oh my gosh. Our show is doing tricks right now.
Cam said she has a thought. She'd never thought of the dead zone thing. But no, Cam, for real. They'll tell you about dead zone.
Everything.
Yeah.
They tell you how their house is like, especially if they live in a basement apartment, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. You're never going to talk to him. He's going to always tell you, babe, come on, I'm in the basement. No.
I can't.
You know what it is. Why you acting like this? Come
Yeah.
on.
But
Okay.
yeah, those car dudes though will only call you on their way to work and on their way from work.
Yeah. Those are the okay. So let's talk about the signs. Let's talk about some
Yeah,
signs.
it's
Not
signs.
these
Yeah.
are not hard, fast rules. These are some signs that should let you say, hmm,
Hmm.
at least. Okay. Like we just talked about, when you can't speak to him in the evening.
Right.
You can talk to him all day long. Because I know a lot of women will be like, yo, he calls me all day. I talk to him like 3, 4 times a day, blah,
Day.
blah, blah,
Yes.
in the day. I'm like, okay. But then when it comes to the night, you can't speak to him.
Right.
Anything after 8 p.m. is lock off.
It's like
You're done.
he
Your
goes to
time
bed
is,
early.
yeah. He works. Oh, yeah. But you know what? He works really early in the morning. So he gets up early. So he goes to bed early. So that's
Right.
why,
Right.
you know,
Right.
yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Could be. It could, like, fellas, we're not saying no. Could be.
It could
But
be.
a lot of times, it's not.
We know that's not what it is. Yeah.
A lot of times, it's not. It's because your
Yeah.
wife is there. Your girl, your wife, your baby mother, whoever is there, or you have to spend time with them and you're not able to answer the phone.
Yeah. What about when he can only come to your house, never the other way around?
Oh, girl. Girl. My roommate's there.
Yeah.
Your roommate?
The house is not convenient.
Your roommate. You mean your wife and kids? Your Your wife is not a roommate. There's
Yeah.
no one like it's their buddy, their roommate, their whatever. No, you can't call your wife a roommate, sir. That
Or, or
doesn't work.
or you know what? Like I live really far out of the city and I don't want you to have to drive all the way there. Like it's just
Yeah,
too much,
yeah.
you know.
How come
So,
you? Like they
yeah.
work in Toronto and they're in Toronto already. So don't worry, I'll just pass.
Yeah, right.
Just swing by. You never get to see their yard. Never get to ever. I mean, like, and this is just even like just initially, like just like on just the initial onset of relationship talking and whatever like that. You just don't get to go to their house. They don't really introduce you to friends. If you've been talking to somebody for like 3, 4, 5 months,
And you don't know their friends?
you haven't met a friend yet. You have heard a story about a friend, or like maybe you've heard stories, but that's all you're gonna do is hear stories. But I feel like, if you're interested in someone more than just a beat, then you would have kind of maybe talked to them about your friend, maybe introduced them,
Right.
maybe invited them somewhere where your friends were, so that you guys got a little chance to meet and stuff. Especially when you're serious about someone, you kind of want your friends to validate who you're with.
Who you're with? Yes,
It's
true.
like a
True.
natural thing, right? So when
Yeah.
you don't do that, girl,
What if and when you can't go to public events together?
oh my god.
You know, like summer's coming up and we're like, oh, let's go to Stoka Brainwash. And he's like,
My
yeah.
wife's friends go there.
He'll be like, yeah, I don't really like soca music. Born and raised in Trinidad. Don't really like soca music, but used to
Yeah, he
play
don't really like the
carnival.
soca.
Yeah, no, don't really, you know.
He not really
Um,
like the soca thing.
not really. Dates are only dark places. So like the movies, you can't go to the
He said dark
restaurants.
places.
Yeah, dark places. Or let's go to the park and hang out.
Um, that's a one-time deal. One time.
Yeah.
We're not gonna go to the park every time. So what, I'm
No,
a park hoe?
no,
I'm
it's
a
not a
park
park hop.
hoe?
No, it's not a park hop, but it's like, let's be alone together and we just
In the
drive to the
park?
park. Yeah, we just drive to the park and kind of watch the stars.
What are we, 16? We ain't got nowhere
Yeah,
to be.
but it's romantic.
I mean, if it can be, it can be. If we're going back to the house after.
No, you can't come to my house.
Tess, don't even Let's not even go into your
Yeah,
scenarios, okay,
no,
about
no,
who
no.
can't compare out, okay?
Please don't go into that.
No, you can't come to my house.
We're not gonna talk about that. That's not what we're talking about today.
Oh my god. That is hilarious. Okay, so I had this scenario where a friend of mine told me this story. Now, I don't know how this woman dealt with it. So she was married to this man
Okay.
for over 20 years.
Right.
They have worked together. Like they're teammates, right? They've worked together.
Yeah.
They've built the money. They've invested together. They bought property. They purchased a cottage
Yeah.
together. And
Melissa. Hi.
I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened. I'm sorry.
nothing.
That's
You
okay.
the Wi-Fi provider, okay?
Sorry.
The internet
That's
provider.
okay.
That's all right, babe. So listen. So this, I was just telling Mel, I was just telling the scenario of this story of this woman and her side, but how she found out she had a side chick. She didn't even know.
Okay.
So this woman was married, and this is somebody who told me this story. I don't even remember who told me the story. I don't remember all the details because I never do. But so this woman was married to this man for over 20 years.
Mhm.
They built their home together. They have kids together. Actually, I don't think they had any kids. I'm lying. I don't think they had children, but they built their lives together and they invested. They purchased. They wanted to retire in a cottage, so they purchased a home, a cottage, and everything else. They had their own home where they lived, and they also had property,
Okay.
like Blue Mountain somewhere, and they basically like just working towards their retirement and saving towards their yes, Mel, saving towards their retirement. Anyhow, I don't remember how the story came. Like, I don't remember what it was. There's something that happened that alerted her to the fact that I think it was mortgage. Something came up, some notice or notification that she got about the mortgage.
Oh.
And
Yeah.
this woman found out that her husband had a woman on the side for over 10 years.
Oh God.
Not only did he have a woman on the side, but he put all of their assets in the woman's name.
You're lying.
Oh
You're
God.
lying.
Oh God.
You
Oh
are
God.
lying.
Oh
You're
God.
lying.
This woman put her money, she worked overtime at her job, putting towards their savings and putting towards their mortgage, towards their cottage, their retirement home. Her hard-earned money, contributing to this home, only to find out that it's in her fucking mate's name.
Isn't that like that could go to court though, right?
If it can go to court,
Oh, okay.
girl.
That one
She
two
was
easy one two.
devastated naturally, right?
Yeah.
Devastated. But imagine building a life with someone. You're building your future, your whole life, your history, your future, everything is with this person. You are contributing financially to building your nest egg where you will retire, the home that you'll be in together. You're
Yeah.
spending money and putting towards a property only to find out that it's in your guy, the side thing's name. I don't even know how that even transpired. I don't know the details about how, because of course the person telling me the story, I can't like ask them like, what was she thinking about? Like,
What was
how?
the detail?
Right,
Yeah.
right, right.
Who signed the paperwork? Okay, but aside from that, those are the details.
Yeah.
I don't know about y'all, but that kind of stuff sends me wild. That shit drives me crazy. That shit
Okay,
Yeah.
makes me
but
plot
you mean to
on people.
but you mean to tell me, even though this woman was giving her money every because for 20 years, she didn't have any female woman intuition that this man was cheating on her.
I don't know if she did,
You
because
know it can
again, this is
happen in a
it's a
mel.
story.
So you
It's a story of a story, but maybe she did, and maybe she ignored it, like we always do, right?
True.
right.
True.
A lot of times we have our female intuition, but because we don't have hard proof and we don't have facts, we feel like we can't act on it.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Right? A lot of women feel that way, and they feel like you're not being fair. If you're just
Yeah.
acting on a hunch versus actual facts,
Facts.
right?
Right.
But there are
Or
some men that will never provide you with facts because they slippery like that. You will never have facts. you will always be, you know, unclear. It's always going to be ambiguous because that's how
Like
they present it.
I feel like the story, there's like, for that story, I feel like there's like 10,000 more things that are missing in
There's
this
so much
story
missing.
that this woman is not telling. Like I don't
There's
know. I just
definitely a level of definitely a level of what's the word, negligence on her
Yes,
part.
definitely. Yeah.
Absolutely. Right?
Yeah.
Because especially when it comes to like purchasing property and stuff, I'm like, who signed the paperwork? How could
Right.
you have signed paperwork? Like what? Like who? You purchase property. You don't make sure your name is on there. You didn't sign the
Right.
fucking lease. Like, or,
but
or the
what
Right.
mortgage. You don't. You know.
but what I'm
Hmm.
so confused with is why even put the name, why even be with the wife if all everything is in your mate's name? Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like
Because the wife is paying for it. The wife has
Yeah.
been paying towards it. She's been
Yeah.
putting her money, paying the mortgage
Towards.
for their fucking cottage and
I
their
thought it
mortgage,
was
and that shit is in the mate's name.
Yeah.
Like that's enough to send you mad, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't know
But
about y'all, but that shit don't make me plot on a man's life. Okay?
I don't know.
My
For
20
me,
years worth of contribution to my future, and you have it in your fucking side bitch name. You not serious. It's dead. You want to
for me
fucking
though,
dead.
I don't know if I could personally do that to another woman. Like even if I'm
Right.
fucking your man, I don't know if I would want to get that entangled where I'm robbing you blind like that. Like I'm
Maybe
not
the maybe the sighting didn't even know. The sighting may not
true.
necessarily know what the husband's doing. He might just say he has a property and he's
girl,
putting on it, blah blah blah. She may not know that the wife is paying for it. She might know
True.
she's a sighting
maybe.
because
But
over
through
10 years you have to know you're a sighting. There's
yeah,
no
like
way
come
you,
on.
you could not know that you're a sighting,
Come on.
right? So she maybe knows that she's a sighting. I mean, she very well fucking know the wife is paying towards the house too. That's fucked up.
And
But
she's right.
maybe she didn't. Maybe he's on some like, babes, this is what I have for us. You know, I love
Yeah.
you so much. What I have, this is what I've put together for our future. This and that. You never know.
So
True.
can she go to court for that? Like what the hell?
Absolutely, she can. She's the wife,
Yeah.
so like she has a very good case. Like, I mean, you're the wife, so but she's gonna have to take that shit to court and fight for it, right?
So did you guys talk about signs of knowing that if you're a side chick or not already?
We
Yeah,
talked
we
about a
were
few
going.
signs, but please mention more. We talked about the fact like if you can't talk to him after certain hours, him or her, because it goes both ways. There are
Mm-hmm.
some women who have some like side men that service their needs and or their finances, and so yeah. So we talked about like not being able to reach the person, not being able to like have access to them after a certain time, or on holidays, weekends, stuff like that.
Right.
Only being
Never.
able to talk to them in certain places. So like he only calls when he's in the car.
Yeah.
He won't hold your hand in public. He
Oh, have
doesn't
no
take
affection.
Wait,
any
wait, wait, wait,
pictures.
wait. Wait about the whole affection thing, because there are some people who are uncomfortable with public displays of affection.
So then that makes it easier for the cheater. Like if, like for me as a man who's a cheater, it would probably work amazingly because I'm not gonna be fucking swinging hands with you at the park. So it's
Right.
like, so I feel like someone like me is like an easy target for a man who has a wife because
Same thing
I'm
for
not
me. As
posting
I
you.
said too. Right? Yeah.
Hmm. Cam said, Tasha, please be careful and don't expose us women with side things.
Oh, we're gonna expose you, ladies, because we will eventually. I have some stories to share.
We do it too, though, Cam. That's the thing. It's not just them that do it. We do it too.
Yeah, like how you did one call me out, but I don't want to invite people to my house. Like I don't
Sorry.
have to invite you to my house. Like
No, not so much that you don't invite them to the house. It's when they do get invited, they don't even get lights, bro.
Yeah,
You have to feel your way through the dark.
they don't even
Because
get.
you're
Remember, they
there for
don't even
one
get
purpose only.
no water. I had someone gave me an
No
interesting,
water.
no water, no nothing. Someone gave me an interesting one. They were saying that um, as a Caribbean woman, you know
mm-hmm.
you're the side ting to an African man because whenever he answers the phone, he only speaks in his language.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't
Mm-hmm.
know what he's saying.
What
But
he's saying.
he speaks English. His people speak English.
Right.
Chooses that
But he
every
never seems to
single
click
time.
around you on the phone.
Yeah,
Hmm.
you may be a side thing. Just
Yeah, I
they
agree.
make excuses saying, "Oh, my mom, she doesn't understand the English." But he's not talking to his mom. He's not talking to his sister. He is not talking to his aunt. He's talking to his wife, who he sends his money back home to. So that was
Oh,
a little tidbit.
oh
And
man.
sometimes you know what, you can hear their voice change when they start talking to someone. Like it just gets a little deeper. It gets more sensual. Gets softer sometimes when they're talking to another woman. It's
Mhm.
just
Or they
like
go to the washroom or outside. They
yes,
forgot something in their car. Just
yeah, yeah,
Those private conversations, those are the ones where they have to be either in the car, they have to speak while they're running to the store, they're on their cigarette run or they're on their ice cream run, whatever the fuck they're on. That's the only time that they could talk. That
I'm just I'm just on the point here. Here,
yeah.
in the phone, like yeah, I'm just on the
breeze
way to the
blowing in the
store. Yeah,
phone.
you're bare breeze and all that in the phone. Like, boy, goodbye. But what?
You well know you went to go throw in the garbage, trying to call me for like fucking 1 minute. 1 minute.
Right?
How fast can you get to drop off the garbage and come back? How fast?
It's so true.
Please.
What
So
are
has
some
this
of
ever
the
been?
effects though?
Benefits, like, or like like the disadvantages.
No, there could be benefits to being a side chick.
Yeah, well, let's see.
Oh, what's such a face?
I'll read 10. I'll read.
Sasha, what is what? Sasha?
Apparently
Nothing.
there are benefits.
Benefits to being a side thing. Okay.
Yes,
I
and
can go
it's
that far, I
crazy
guess.
because a
Because you know what?
man,
There's no commitment, right? So you're pretty much
Exactly.
and
getting
honestly,
both worlds, both worlds.
we're only speaking from like the female perspective, but based on this tally that I did, there's a lot of men who are actually were or are still currently side dudes, and they're
Yes,
honestly okay with it. So
that's
Yeah.
right, Mel.
some of
There's
the
Yeah.
a lot of
benefits
men who are
were
okay with it.
yes, yes,
Yes.
yes. The benefits are you can get all the benefits of a relationship and none of the bullshit. You don't have
No
to meet his
ties.
no, you don't have to meet his family, you don't have to meet his sisters. You're just coasting. That was one benefit. You're not the one the person is lying to. If you're
Right.
aware of that person, if you are aware that you are the sighting.
Right.
But you can get lied to as a side thing though.
Some women feel that they're I'm just
You
some
know
women
when they're
feel
like
that
to when he says, "I'm gonna leave my wife." I swear.
Yeah, that's the biggest lie. Yes. And
he
even
will
when she
never.
says, yeah, even when she says, I'm gonna leave my husband for you, she's not
Yeah.
leaving her husband for you.
But can I
Oh,
say
not
though,
unless you got more money.
I
Not
do know
unless
a
you have
few
more money.
I do know a few people who were sightings and became wifey though.
Me
I
too.
know a
Really?
few.
Me too.
I know a
Me too.
few.
Me too.
Wifey, like ring, new house, living
Yes.
with him,
What?
children coming to
Yep.
the people them
Oh,
yard.
listen, that's amazing. Because honestly,
Yeah.
that's a story you never hear. Because wifey, sightings never become wifey. So
Yeah.
that's good. We need to talk to those people. We
What?
got to put them in like shadow and put them. We want to interview them because honestly, what did you do, girl? How did you transition? Because a lot of people have not been able to be successful
Never been able to
transitioning
cross
over,
over.
right? You made the crossover.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
man. Someone said he or she is always coming to you. You don't have to go to them.
Yeah, and
So
that's one of the
Yeah,
signs we said of how you know that you are a sighting because they always come to
come to
you.
your
You don't
house.
ever go to their house.
Yeah, can't ever
mm,
go to their house.
Yeah.
someone said free time. They have a lot of free time to do, pursue their career, their business, which their side thing paid for. Now they actually have physical time to like they don't have to focus on being that wifey and being home and stuff. She can go and do what she has to do.
That's true. But one of the things with that, I know of somebody from Jamaica who was a side chick to a
Right.
very wealthy man, and
Hmm.
he was very controlling. Like Even though she was on the side, she was not allowed to speak to anybody else. She was not allowed to go certain places. She would have to call and
Really?
ask him if he could go out. Um, he would tell
No.
her what to wear, even though he wouldn't be there. All of that kind of stuff. So yeah,
Nope. Nope. That's not fucking happening. Like,
yeah.
how does that even make sense? That doesn't even make any sense.
At
Well,
all.
well, because he was providing for her financially as well, right? So like everything, he would take care of her and her son. So I guess he had more say.
Fuck. Damn.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, well, there are
Hmm.
disadvantages. There's tons of disadvantages of being a side king or being as a woman being labeled as a slut, hoe, homewrecker. Like
Being such shame. It's true. And I think that's
people,
so
yeah.
unfair. I
How?
think it is unfair to slut shame a woman because I think whoever the side thing is, whether side thing, whether it's the man or the woman, they don't have any commitment to that other person. So how come I'm getting such shame?
Hmm.
How come I'm the home wrecker when you're the one who lives in the home, but I'm the home wrecker?
I guess
I
they're saying
feel
that you can make a personal choice to not if he's gonna a dog's gonna be a dog, right? But as a woman, if you make that personal choice to stay, a woman's gonna obviously blame you over the man. It's not right,
Mm,
but
it's not right.
I don't think it's right either. I think there's a lot of blaming of the side chick or side guy instead of the partner, because that's the person who has your commitment. That's the person who
hmm
made vows to you or committed to you or whatever the case is. That's who you should be
Yeah.
holding to the fire, not the person that they're cheating with.
Right.
I
However,
agree.
however, there are some people who are comfortable or enticed somehow by
Yeah.
taking other people's property.
True.
And those people, I feel, give every sighting a bad name because not everybody always knows that they're the side
Yeah,
piece. A lot of people
Yeah.
yeah.
fall into that category without even knowing that they are.
Hmm.
So they get labeled and they get, ostracized, whatever. But there's also some that know.
Hmm.
They know that their person is married or they know that the person is committed. They know who the person's dating or whatever the case is, and they don't give a fuck,
No.
right?
True.
They're just like, yo, I'm here for that's not my problem. That's not my woman or that's not my man. Like,
What do you Tasha? What do you guys Tasha and Tess? What do you guys think about people who have that kind of mindset though? Like people who just be like, I don't give a fuck. I'm doing what I gotta do. Like,
I think you have to be aware of your karma. I think you can't be that way without feeling the repercussions at some point. I understand that the person that you're cheating with doesn't have any obligation to you. That person is not, you didn't make any vows to that person, to the other person, or whatever, right? I get it. But I also feel like what you put out in this world, you get back.
mm,
That's
So
true.
from that perspective, that alone, even that from that perspective, I operate differently. You
Mm.
know what I mean? Because I wouldn't want that done to me. So I wouldn't want to do it to someone else.
right.
Okay, but can I ask a question though, guys? Like, it is very hard to sometimes to control what the heart wants. Like, if you
Yes.
fall for someone and you know they're in a relationship, right? But if you fall in for that person and you and the person share a genuine connection, like, what do you do with that? What do you do with those feelings?
Dash away. Dash. Wow.
Mel, you
Zero.
can't.
Yes, you can. I'll tell you why. Why the fuck? Like, this is the thing. I we've all been through it. We've all been in a situation where I'm not gonna say I'm innocent. I never fucked people that man. I did, right?
Yeah,
And there was a point where it was just like me and that person actually do have a real dope connection. We
connection.
talk every day, same interest in music, styles on point. We like just boom, right?
Yeah.
But set feelings aside, I gotta look at that person who is okay with manipulating me and
Hmm.
being soulmate or not, you are a manipulator, and soulmate or not, you're not really a good person. So I had to recognize within myself that I wasn't a good person because I literally didn't give a fuck,
Right.
and I had to realize he wasn't a good person because on top of him being that soulmate, he was still with her, but he used to bad talk her at the same time.
Man, I
So
hate that
there's
shit.
ways that you
That
can
part, I don't.
rational
Yeah.
out. Yeah, like every single time, she's too big. She doesn't look the way she used to be. Some men are just selfish. They just want everything. They just want to dibble
True.
dabble on every piece of person. Like I have this one guy, like he thinks I'm gonna be like the second wife. Like, have you had a conversation with the first one? Have you?
Whoops, sorry.
Have you? You know, some women they're okay with it. They do the search. You know what I'm saying? They approve.
Yeah.
But these men are creating. So anyway, back to what I was saying. At some point, though, you got to take ownership within your own self and realize that it is kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
Um, I guess
Soulmate or not?
so. I feel like it's easier said than done. I understand what you're saying, but I think for some people it's easier said than done because even in the situation where you have a side chick becoming the main thing, what if maybe it's because they just never gave up on that connection? They're just like, this is who I want to be with, and
Right,
I can't help that, so they
right.
just go through with it.
Well, the one girl, she said she gave the man an ultimatum. She's like,
Yeah.
Oh,
you bad talk your wife at the current moment. You're with me all the time. So
yeah.
what is it? So she said, it's either you stay with your wife and I'm going to leave or we get together. And he chose her. He
And
left his
what
wife.
happened?
He left his wife.
He left his wife.
Hmm.
Ooh.
Hmm. And he
She
That's
chose
what
just
I'm
her.
came at the end
saying,
of her
man.
yeah, she was at the end of her like that was it for her. She was like,
And just to
it's
add,
me or nothing.
they're still married.
That's
Wow.
fantastic. Hmm.
Wow.
Well, I shouldn't say it's fantastic, but good for them because they've found their love.
Um, Another disadvantage is that you will get jealous. There's no way in fucking hell anybody who could tell me that they don't get somewhat jealous, especially if they're
Yeah.
spy. If you're spyers, like you check his Facebook, you watch her Instagram, you see what them people, their couple of love life I do, you will get jealous.
Oh
I
my
don't care what anybody
god.
tells me.
How could you not? Like, especially if you have feelings for that person, right? It's
Yeah.
one thing if you're just having sex with them and they're servicing you, like they're giving you money. It's an exchange. That's
Yeah,
different. You know, you guys have fun together. You enjoy each other's company. You have good sex. You know, you guys go out and they'll go to dinners, lunches, whatever the case is, and you have a good time. You just enjoy each other's company. That's
Yeah.
okay. But when you have feelings for the person, that's a different story.
right. And you have
That's
to be real
a
with
entirely
yourself.
different thing,
They
right?
are they are using you. Period. They're using you because you're just taking up that little time that they have. Like as much as
True.
Yeah.
True.
you're being used, male or
True.
female. Like some women, a lot of stories I got. Like some women, their men weren't happy in their relationship.
Mhm.
One woman, like her man got really sick. She couldn't dip and leave him. You know what I mean? So you know, she felt obligated to be with the guy, but he was so sick, like he couldn't run his dick. You know what I mean? So
No. Oh my
he couldn't run
god.
it. He couldn't
Oh
run it.
my
He couldn't run his
god.
penis,
Oh
and
my
she had to
god.
figure
That's
out
horrible. That they couldn't
what
run
she
his
all gonna
dick.
No, so
do.
you were trying to run the dick.
So she met a guy, and this guy that I know personally was her side chick. And in the meantime, he's just providing sex. She was buying him clothes. She was just there for him whenever she needed him. But she still decided to stay in the marriage with the man. It did come to a point where she did want to be with this male after, but
Yeah.
obviously he said no.
There was a point in my life in my late teens when I met this guy, and I find that with me, a lot of guys will develop emotional connection with me, and same vice versa. We develop emotional connections because I'm not really quick to run the pum pum,
Yeah,
but I
yeah,
will
because they
talk.
know.
Yeah, but I will talk to you for hours and months and months and months. And when I found myself being willing to be his side chick because I developed feelings for this man, and he was married.
But
Mhm.
can I add, as a teen, that doesn't really count because
It
I
does
feel like
count.
hormonal, we're going through so much shit, self acceptance. Some of us sometimes you're not getting man that treats you that way. Like there's a lot of factors
True.
as to a teenager. It would be easier for you to be like
But
fall
I was
somebody.
19, almost 20. Like
What,
I
what,
was.
what that mean? I didn't grow up till like 27. The fuck?
My God, that's the
The
age of my
fuck?
daughter right now. Like she's a kid.
Yeah, like even when we talk to your daughter, it's so weird. It's like it brings me back to the
Right?
mindset I
To
had
the
when I
babiness that you were
yes,
at that age.
it's innocent, girl. It's innocence.
Yeah, I was
I
so
honestly, like
willing.
I was telling you about my story, like that was the same thing for me. Like I was around 19 when this whole thing happened, when I met my ex. And at the time, he was a married man with 2 children. And I did not
Yeah.
have any interest in being anything with him. Like we were friends.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I felt, like I said to Tess, I felt like we were all friends because I met them together. We worked at the same place. And I felt like we were all friends initially. But I quickly learned that we weren't friends, because I was labeled. I mean, this was after I met them together. They were together. We were friends. I was a friend to me. Like I said, I didn't view our interactions as anything inappropriate or anything like that. Um, and it was not till about 2 years after that I started dating said person.
Right.
And again, it wasn't something that we were never intimate. We were never even in that space. Like we were never even
Right.
crossing lines. There was no slack talk. There was no suggestive talk. There was none of that shit when he was with his woman. Like none of
Yeah.
that. I wasn't
Okay.
interested in him that way. Right. So there was none of that. But after the fact, like you spend time with someone after he broke up, like he moved out, I helped him find a new place, all these things. And so after like a while, then we started getting closer, and then we connected that way, you know what I mean? But I got labeled as the reason why they broke up.
Yeah.
And that's just
Always.
fucking
Homewrecker! Homewrecker, bitch!
Yeah.
Homewrecker!
I was labeled as the fucking side bitch that broke up their family, bro.
So
Like that just
even
hurt
after
me,
the fact, like 2 years,
even
but
after the fact, because I guess from her perspective, she's like, well, you guys were fucking, like, you guys were friends before we broke up, and then now you're dating. So I think for
Yikes.
her, she's just looking at it like we must have been fucking all along, or we must have been involved all along, right?
Yeah.
right.
But we were not. Like I
Yeah.
was, truth be told, I had my own nigga. Like I was fucking with my own dude, bro.
But do you kind of
I was
understand her
fucking
perspective?
loving who I was fucking with. Like
Do you kind of see her perspective though? Because I'm
I
sure we would have
do.
all did the same thing.
I absolutely do. And you know what? Like I said, in hindsight, now that I'm a
Yeah.
grown ass woman, in hindsight, I had no business talking to a man who was just recently
Mm.
out of his relationship with somebody,
Relationship.
young children,
True.
and with a wife. I had no business being there, right? I did not cheat. I did not coerce. I didn't any of those things, right? Our connection happened way after. But to
Mhm.
her, in her view and her sight, I could totally understand how
Yeah.
she could view it that way. I get it, right?
Yeah.
And when I first heard it, I was like, oh my God, like what? Me? Like me? You know what I
How did
mean?
it how did
But
it
I get it.
feel?
Huh?
Did you want to fight her? Like, how did it feel? Did you want to
I
punch her in
didn't
the
feel like I
face?
wanted to fight her. I felt like I wanted to clear my name. I'm like, I am not
Ah,
nobody's sighting, dog. Are you
right,
mad? First
right,
of all,
right,
I'm
right,
not
right.
nobody's sighting. Secondly, I'm not no home wrecker. Like I'm
Mhm.
not that girl. Like I'm not. I've never zeroed in on nobody's man or nobody's husband and be like, yo, you know what I mean? And like
Right.
again, truth be told, not fucking husbands have been in my fucking DMs, as you guys have all. I'm sure you guys could all attest to.
Yep.
Plenty husbands be in my DMs. Plenty husbands be messaging me on WhatsApp. But
Yeah.
I don't cross those lines because I'm like, yeah, I send it right back to that. Like, even when I know that they're open, even when it's relationships that I know are open, they swing, da da da. I just send that right back to your wife, honey.
Yeah.
Well,
Right back to your wife, bro.
do you guys notice that it is extreme with the husband? Like, I find more married men are in my inbox than guys who are actually single.
Yeah,
Like, I don't
yeah,
get like
yeah.
single guys in my inbox at
Like a
all.
lot of married men. Yeah.
I don't know why.
I feel like married men or married people in general will be more open to approaching a potential side piece because
Why? You're
a
married.
rejection, well, because a rejection probably won't hurt them as much as it would hurt someone who's single. So if you are
Right.
not interested, that's okay. I already have my man or I have my wife to fall back on. But if I'm single, then if you say no, it kind of hurts because like, oh my God, I really want somebody. But for
Right.
But the
me, it's
question
just a
is,
sport.
why are you looking if you are with somebody?
But it
Well,
doesn't matter if you're married. You still want to know that you have that. You want to know that you can still attract people. Like it's, I feel like it's a human thing. Like you always want to know that you're pretty and or you're as a man you're attractive and you can get a girl if you want her.
But isn't
according,
that okay? But doesn't that happen with flirting? Don't you get
yeah,
that satisfaction with flirting? Do you have to go the whole way? Like,
you
do
know
I have
what?
to fuck somebody to know that I'm sexy? I have to fuck a next man to know I'm
Some
sexy?
men,
Can
Some
I
they
not
just
people,
flirt him at the grocery store?
some
yes.
men just say that it is what it is. They like different pussy. It's very simple. It's not like
Wow.
sometimes
I mean, but we like different dick too. But is
but
that
we
cool? Like,
but
you
we
know what
do
I'm saying?
but we're
I
also
like the curved
cheaters.
dick.
We
Sometimes you
cheat
like the straight
too.
one,
But women
like
do
a thick,
cheat.
girthy one. Like, you know what I'm saying, dog? Like,
Women cheat.
we can say the same thing.
This is the answer that I'm saying. They're just saying there's a variety of push, and they well, someone also did say society pushes monogamy on a like on cultures that are not monogamous.
They
So
push it on women, not on men.
They do push it onto women. It's true. It's true.
so
Monogamy is only for women. It's not for men.
no that
True.
but that's what he's saying. This is a man's world. So if we're gonna sit around here, this is what I'm just saying what I've been told. Don't fight me, guys, because I know you guys want to punch me in my face because I was gone for 30 minutes. But he's saying it's either we deal with it or not because at some point in your life you've been cheated on or you've been a side ting. It is what it is, and just deal with it because society's not changing anytime soon. This is what I've
Do
been
you
told.
understand that if we were to say to men that they should just deal with it, they would want to murder us all?
Of course, what they're saying
Because
is
True.
we, first of all, ain't nothing like a pussy. Okay?
Yeah. True.
That shit going, it's the bait. So for us, if we were to act the way men acted, we were to entice or go after our pleasurable desires, they won't be able to handle that shit.
They wouldn't. No.
of
There's
course not.
always a man who's ready to service you. Always.
I can't. You
Always.
know what?
Always.
You're 100% correct because I remember there was this guy I was talking to, and I found out 8 months later through Facebook that he had a woman pregnant in the yard. My man. And the
See?
thing is, I can't even. Don't get me wrong. I did have little signs, but I said fuck it. I'm just like let's just try go for a ride,
It
try
was
thing,
yeah.
hope for the best.
Yeah.
8 months. This went on for 8 months. 8 fucking months.
Before you found out.
I found out because my friend randomly was on Facebook and she saw because he went out with us. Like he went out with me and my girls to a park. Like he's around me all the time. Like he literally, but it comes
So
to turn out she was pregnant. Where shall go?
so so were they in an open marriage?
No, they were not.
Oh.
They were fucking not.
Mm.
So my friend was
So
on
he
Facebook.
was open, but she wasn't.
Clearly.
Okay.
Clearly. And I think she kind of, obviously, like I said, women intuition. I think we all know. We just kind of just ignore it. And she knows, that whole mindset, she's the main, so it doesn't matter. I'm just
Yeah.
small fry. I'm just in, I'll be here and gone for whatever time. So 8 months in, my friend found the information. She's like, yo, weren't we just out with this nigga?
Yeah.
So she screenshot it and I was like, oh, damn. So I'm at work. I get home now and I try to go on my Facebook just to see, like, because those days everybody had their Facebook page open.
Yeah.
Open. Yeah.
Going on the Facebook and I'm blocked. Like I don't see nothing. I can't see no pictures. I can't see.
Really?
So then one of my girls were like, "Oh, is that how it's gonna be like?" She's like, "Mom, I'm coming for you in like 2 minutes. I'm gonna come to. We'll go to my house and we'll have wine and we'll view it." I'm scrolling through the thing, scrolling because obviously my friend has access. Well, how do I not have access?
Because you're black, bitch.
Because yeah, because you don't want you to know.
I
You can't see the shit your friend can see.
I don't know who did it. If she did it or he did it. If she did it, I think it would have made more common sense for her to have a conversation with me to not to automatically assume that I knew that she was in existence. You understand?
Yeah.
And if it was him, yo, that nigga's fucking smart as hell.
I don't
Yeah.
think it's her. I think it's him. He
I
doesn't
think
want
it's
you
him.
to see his
To
other
see it.
life.
Yeah.
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 So
He didn't want you to see his other life.
then I
It's
see
him who did
baby.
it.
Trust me. Then I see baby, and I'm like, baby on the way. I'm like, God damn.
Wow.
How
You are
this nigga?
restricted.
God damn. Like he's gone to like fucking raw nigga. Like he's at that point now. Like no condom. So now I'm fucking. I was like, ugh,
Yeah,
so I'm
yeah.
pissed. I'm pregnant because you know sometimes the body's flowing, the hormones. I don't know what's
Right?
happening, right?
You're right.
I could be getting yeast infection. I didn't know
Oh
it's from the
God.
pregnant woman. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So I found out. I was like, all right, cool. Called them, left a message. Told them, good luck. I said, congratulations on the baby. Don't call my book club line again. Done.
Oh God.
What? Nope. He was ringing my phone down. He was calling my work
Wow.
phone. Because now he has work phone number, so he has access. He has
Yeah.
everything. Calling me. He wants to meet up. Fine. So we finally meet up and we talk about it. And he was just like, I had no intentions of telling you. I was never going to tell you. I wanted to see how far this relationship would go because I'm having a
Wow.
good time and I pretty much want both of you.
What?
Whoa.
He said he had no intentions of telling you.
No, no, no lie. He was I had to respect the honesty.
I
How
mean,
can
he's
I?
but fuck.
Yeah, so I couldn't get so upset. And because it was like we had a history because when I got shot, he was the one that actually brought me up it was like a hill. I was in his actual car.
Right. I remember
So
you told.
Oh
so
yeah, I
I
remember
felt
that story.
right. So he had
Yeah.
no intentions of telling me. And now I'm sure to his girl and her people, I'm a fucking hoe and I'm a homewrecker. But in
Right.
actuality, I didn't even know of her existence. Like I knew she was the ex, but I knew she was the ex. I didn't know they were together still.
Yeah.
Yeah. X is
And
a
I,
different thing than the present.
right? And even though I still let it go because of the whole connection, and I said, you know what, let's be friends. Bygones be bygones.
Were
It's
you
all right.
willing to be friends with him though?
Yes, because it takes a good person. In my mind, I thought it took a good person to put me, a stranger, in your car when there's blood all over her and bring her to the ambulance. I feel like I looked at it like that, right? That's it. Don't forget. But fuck all that. Fuck all that shit. When a nigga ain't shit, he ain't shit. So
I
we were friends.
understand. I understand from that perspective because in your eyes, it would almost seem like he saved your life.
Pretty
So I
much.
understand the feeling that you would have towards him. I get it. That because he literally did, right? For him to
Right.
bring you up, you could have bled out. So he literally was instrumental in saving your life in that moment. So I get it.
Right. So we became friends. Baby came, got picture. Congratulations. I'm letting it go, you know. I'm good.
Right. He wants
A
you back.
year later, he had to drop off some glasses from me. And he's like,
He
so
wants it back.
yeah, he wants it back.
Motherfucker.
On top of it, I was going to Cancun for vacation for Memorial Day weekend. So it's just like all black people in Cancun. This
Yeah.
man went off on me, literally. Like,
Oh.
went off. Why the fuck you going to those things? Why the fuck you going to all them? Blah, blah. And I'm like, Irks. Oh, that's why. That's why I don't want to. That's why I didn't want to wifey you because you're always traveling
Whoa,
and you're
boy,
good.
you better
He
get the
got
fuck.
Whoa.
he was going in. So I was just like, I guess because mentally I was kind of over it. I was like, pardon? I didn't even have a conversation, just blocked him, whatever. He called my work and I was just like, let me tell you something. You're not going to embarrass me at the white people place, that may. Don't ever fucking call my line. Click. So it's like he still felt in a way that he had ownership on my
Over, yeah.
body and over what I do because he was in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fucked up. If
You
you're going to
know
be a
what?
player, that's fucked up.
You know what? Most guys are like that. Say like you and him are friends. You guys are friends. Maybe you might have messed around once or twice, and they get into a relationship, right? Somehow they still want to have access to you.
Yeah. They want to always
Why?
have access to you.
Why?
Always.
You can't have your fucking, don't get me wrong, a lot of men have their cake and eat it too, but be real, like, come on, be logical about the decisions that you're making, like, and also know the person that you're dealing with. Some men and some women feel like their dick is fucking gold and fucking gold pus is screaming out of there from their semen and their
I'm
fucking
so
cum,
done.
and
I'm
it's
done.
not. It's not gold. And
I'm done. I can't.
I
I
don't
can't. I
care.
can't fucking. I can't.
It's
What?
true.
What? I can't. I'm done.
Women think gold comes out of their cum and
I'm
they
done.
can
Oh my
take a next
god!
gal man and you cannot. And your dick that you're running, your dick may be better than my husband's, but I may just stay with my husband the same way. Like your dick or your pussy don't mean shit. Just
Yeah.
understand that because I have an interesting story to tell you. One of the people who told me he actually ended up wifing his side thing.
Really?
He wifey the side thing because she
This
was
is
more
honestly okay. Stop, because this is one of the things that they say never happens, right? Nobody ever says that like
The
a
what?
wife, a side chick never makes it to the wifey position.
no,
This
she
is
made it to the
big.
wifey. Yeah, but
Hmm.
she just started having weird habits. So after he wiped her, he was traveling with her, doing all types of shit. They go through a little break, and she fucks his nigga, like nigga, like the nigga like that. They're
Oh
like
shit!
brethrens, like
Oh my
friends, business
god!
friends.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! That's
So
a
it's kind of like
violation.
karma
Oh.
was like just repeated itself because
She had
it
that
happened.
in her mind from time.
Yeah, and
Ow.
she's still with the other guy too.
She's with him, like she went with him.
Hmm.
So their friendship is
They're a
over.
couple. They're a couple. Hmm.
Oh,
Christina, thank you for joining. She said that you gotta love guys like that. Guys that say, I wiped you in my mind. I claimed you in my mind. Why you're acting like you're not wiped up? The
in
fuck?
your mind.
Listen,
But it's real,
even
Christina. You ain't lying
girl,
because that's exactly what they think.
Yeah.
They
my
think that
brother,
yo, I love you, like you're
yeah,
my wife,
Yeah,
and
my
that's it.
girl.
and no conversation has been had. You didn't
No.
confirm that. You did not confirm that.
It's so
But
true.
still, it's so annoying. And I used to tell this to my brother all the time. And he'd be like, Mel, you're feeling yourself. No nigga's just gonna automatically assume that they're trying to be with you and already
No,
have
they
this
do.
idea. I
They
said,
do.
what? So now he's actually experienced it. It was only 2 days ago. He's like, oh, you are right. And then he's telling me it's weird. I'm like, no, really?
Yeah. Yeah. I was told by someone that it doesn't matter who I'm with, who I'm dating, if I'm in a relationship, I will always be his girl. No matter what happens,
Is he
I will always.
American? Cause
No,
that's I had the same shit, girl. Girl, he
he
was like,
said,
I don't give a fuck who you talking
yeah.
to. That's you're my wife. I don't give a fuck. I'm like, nah, you're
He's
fine.
like, I don't care if I'm ever in a relationship with somebody. I don't care if you're in a relationship. You're my girl. And if I want you, I'm going to have you. And I'm like,
He paying
oh,
bills? He's paying bills?
okay.
What'd you say? What'd you say, Tess? What'd you say?
Is he
I
paying
didn't
bills?
know. What do you say to that? Like, how do you answer? What do you say?
My PayPal is.
Oh, but when I was talking about money earlier, you're like,
I'm
No,
sorry.
you cannot feel
If
like you
you're
have
his
ownership.
wife, he needs to take care of you like a
yeah.
wife.
Yeah. I actually have another story to tell by one of our viewers. So I'm, and I'm gonna
What's that?
ask what each of you guys would have done in that situation. Okay.
Okay.
So I was dating this man, and we were together for a couple of months.
Okay.
I had no idea he had a wife and a child in another state. Okay.
Yeah.
So one day, so he gave her his keys to his apartment. So one day she's at the apartment chilling, and wife comes and starts carrying on, like carrying on all crazy. Okay.
Wow.
Oh.
So she started like hitting the guy's car. She's screaming. Then she's trying to come for the girl. So the girl's trying to tell her, like, yo, I honestly didn't, like, chill. Like, let's talk about this. Like, I literally didn't know that he had a wife and kids in another state. Like, you know what I'm saying? So she's trying to calm the girl. The
She was having.
girl attacked the girl.
The wife attacked the girl.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Oh
then
God.
the girl had to pop off on her ass. That's the quote
Yeah.
I got. I popped
Yeah.
off on a bitch,
Yeah.
and she ended up calling the police.
Oh God.
And the police obviously never charged her, thank God. But she was saying like he put her in a fucked up situation. But if you guys were put in that situation, I would have left from when I see the woman carrying on, eh? I
From
see,
right one time,
I hear screaming. Uber is being called right away. Eh?
one
I don't
time.
have time.
Like I'm
What
not
would
in
you?
the mix. You see that kind of mix up shit? First of all, if your wife is outside wilding, bro, I'm so far removed from that shit at my age. Like, dog, that's crazy. You're irresponsible at this point.
Yeah.
Even if you're fucking cheating, you're irresponsible for your wife to be outside. If you are a fucking cheater, get a game tight.
Yeah.
Your wife should never
Yeah.
know where the fuck you at.
Yep.
Okay? I'm just saying, like, player to player, like, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? You should not be getting caught like this. But I'm saying, if I am in a position like that where someone's wife is outside wilding, first of all, chances are I didn't know about your wife. So
Right.
I'm ready to box you in your face, same way, like her. I'm ready to box you
You're gonna box
because I
her?
didn't know about your fucking wife. What?
Right.
Did you say
How
what I
about you,
boxed
Ted?
him?
Yeah.
I would want to. I mean, depending on how big he is, because I like man sized man, so you already know, like he'd probably be able to take the box and box me back. But honestly, I'm not trying to be nobody's side thing like that. So if your wife is outside wilding, number one, that's crazy. Like,
Yeah.
don't
It's
mix me in that shit. Don't
yeah.
fucking mix me in your mix up dread. Number one. Number two, if your wife is outside wilding, you better go outside and address your wife because you know what? Even as your side thing, I'm watching you fucking sideways if you deal with your wife disrespectful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm watching you fucking sideways.
Yeah.
And that's not me being a sighting, but that's if I was a sighting, I'm still watching you sideways because to me, that's your wife. So you should be making sure your wife feels okay first.
Right.
First.
How's he gonna make sure she's okay? Like,
I don't know, but like that should, you know, okay, have you ever seen those scenarios, like even in like cheaters, where you get busted and like you're on like the cheating thing side instead of your husband's side or instead of
okay,
your
I
wife's
get
side?
it. Okay,
Oh,
okay,
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 You
okay,
okay.
know,
okay,
kind of
okay.
I
ways
get
where
what you
you're like,
mean.
I'm leaving
Yeah.
with the side thing, or you're fucking wilding, like don't
Right.
fucking talk to me, like you know that kind of way.
Right.
Yeah.
Me,
Your
I'm
first priority
packing.
should be your wife or your husband.
I don't fight. I don't even know how to do a proper fist. I'm packing my bags and I'm going to the back way. I listen, no dick is worth me bruising my wrist. No,
Right?
Yeah.
someone tries to pull my fucking hair.
Yeah. I'm not doing
No,
No.
that.
no,
I'm not
Yeah.
fighting over
no,
no dick. First of
no,
all,
Yeah.
I'm not fighting over
no,
no nigga like that. And secondly,
no.
if
Ever.
I'm fighting anybody, it's gonna be him.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
Yeah, I'm
wilding
not
on
fighting with
who
her.
has ties to me.
Yeah.
I
Right.
watch so many shows, so many videos, so many all these things where girls are like they always attack the other woman.
Right.
The
Yes,
men always attack
girl.
the men. The woman always attack the woman. And
And
I'm like,
you're not. Don't do it.
that person sometimes may not even know that you exist.
Yeah.
The person who holds ties to you is the person you should feel if you want to while on anybody, it should be that
Yeah.
person
Yeah.
But
because they're the ones who have ties to you.
I feel like though those people know that they internally still want that person. So they're
What
gonna
do you mean?
like okay, so
Even though they cheated, they're gonna still take it
yeah,
back.
they're still gonna take them back. So
Yeah,
they have
because that's
no
usually what happened.
they use the side person as a way to
Right.
misplace their anger on
That's
the
right.
person that they really should be with because it's like
Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
right? So they start creating fake
Absolutely.
scenarios, just like with side chicks. Like they start creating scenarios where they can actually be the wife, and they're aware that there's the side thing, but
Yeah.
they create this idealistic idea that no, I'm better for him. She's this. Oh my God, I could do this better. I cook cornbread better. Yo, I can make jollof rice better. That bitch, she doesn't even want to go out. She don't want to do nothing. Like, and then they start fantasizing about what it's gonna be like in a relationship with that cheater.
With that person.
So
Yeah.
it's like
It's true.
fucked up,
Your facts. That's facts. And they
right?
also do a lot of finger pointing, like she's a bitch,
Yeah,
she's
Yes.
this,
yeah,
It's true.
she's
Yeah.
that, because they take whatever the fucking man is telling them about their wife,
yes,
and inflated, right?
Yes. Yes.
So they take on a lot of the lies. A lot of times it's lies that man is feeding you. Oh, she doesn't understand me. She's so bitchy. She's
Yeah.
always this. She don't wear nothing sexy. She's like, they
Yes.
always have all these fucking excuses as to why he's doing what he's doing. And the side thing always is like, yeah, baby, I totally understand.
Yeah.
Okay, Christina's enjoying this. So, Christina, we love that you're enjoying the show. She says,
Hi, Christina.
yeah,
Hi,
she
Christina.
said, first of all, she said, I hear you on the American thing. Remember, we're talking about the guy who tells you that no matter what, you're his.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
So she
God.
said she hear you on that. She said if she, as in the side chick, addresses me, the wife, by name, then she knew me.
That's
Then
right.
sis knew me, and she still wants to continue with my man. So she's definitely gonna get these hands after,
Okay.
and I pray she's gonna leave the premises while he's getting thumped.
But see, that raises a good thing because that raises questions on steps if you're gonna choose to be a side chick. There are steps to be a good side chick. For you to keep
No,
yourself.
Matt, we're not gonna talk about
What?
our steps to being a good side chick over
This is
here.
what I. This
We
is
giving
what
these
I've been.
hoes
I'm
tips.
just.
No,
I'm just
no,
giving the facts. I'm just giving the facts I was given.
no.
Cause like because you can't. I don't believe
We
like
are
because you
not
know what?
encouraging
We
side
are
chicks.
not
I'm not.
encouraging side chicks.
Okay, I'm not encouraging it, but side chicks and side dudes are in existence. Whether we choose to accept it or not, they are part of our society. And as much as I wouldn't do it in this old age that I am right now, I was okay with it in my 20s. So I'm not going to be here and just, point fingers. I'm going to say, like, if you're okay with what you're doing, you can't be disrespecting the fucking main chick. Like, understand your role, understand what you are, and shut the fuck up. It says don't let them get too bored. Don't let the man get bored because if you're not exciting as a side chick, he's just gonna go to his wife and find a new one.
Christina said no, don't do it. You know, girls out here taking notes. We're not giving out no. We're not giving out no tips. To be a good side chick, this is what you need to do. Step one. No, fuck
Don't
that.
ask
No.
questions, bitch.
Personal.
Don't ask questions. It is what it is, bitch. Take your fucking shit. But yeah, no, it's I'm just
Take your
saying,
dick
like,
and go.
take your dick and go and shut the fuck up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why are you still talking? Like, I hate when side chicks are talking. Like, even friends that I know who have been side chicks, and they start, showing me pictures of the girl, and I'm like, I don't want to
Okay,
see all
can
this.
I just say that at the time when I was talking to the guy, I told you I was willing to be his side chick. I started to compare myself to his wife. I'm like, I'm cute. Yeah, I started saying I'm cuter. I have all kind of something. She don't dress cute. She don't even know how to put herself together.
See?
And now that I'm older, I'm like, how would I ever look at another woman and talk about her like that? Like, you don't know what this woman is going through, or what she's experiencing for her to look the way you think. You understand?
Yeah.
So it's just like, overall, and I said it the other day, if you have confidence in who you are as a person, you will never settle for being a side piece. You won't.
Yeah.
You can't.
But if
Absolutely.
you,
It's true
but
though.
if you choose to, I mean, start looking
Mel,
towards
we're not
polygamy.
choosing.
Wait. If you choose to, start looking for niggas or people who are interested in a polygamous relationship. Don't and it's out there now. Polygamy has
True.
become
It's
a
true.
lot. It's very normal now. Some wives are okay with it, but like, don't just.
Polygamist?
You might as well. If you're already to take a gal man and then manage the time, you don't have his time. What's the difference? And
But
it's so fucked up.
polygamy is different from being a side piece, though. It's two different
But that's I
situations.
said you should consider polygamy.
Oh, consider polygamy.
Being
Oh,
yeah, like consider being in that kind of relationship because it, I mean,
yeah,
girl, what you gonna do? What you gonna do?
yeah.
Because
But
at some point we were probably a main thing and got cheated. Like I have
yeah,
exes who said were used to attack me because I have three good male friends. no sexual contact. They never even had the Malaysia Black Rose Bubble Special in their life. Okay?
Mel, what? What?
The summer
Okay.
special.
The
The
what?
Malaysia Black Rose
Blood clean?
Special.
No, when you
I've
see that bubble
never.
come out, dog, that bubble is crazy, dog.
Once that weed just hits my body, something I don't know what happens. I've never,
That
and I
bubble is
remember
nuts.
my ex would used to try to bring up shit like, oh, if they want to fuck you, if you put your pants down, obviously they're gonna, like, he used to insult me in
Oh,
regards to having male friends, right?
Yeah.
And he used to have a male friend, a female friend. And I honestly could give zero fucks because at the end of the day, I know my relationship with my niggas, and it's not even on that level. So I'm
Yeah.
okay with you having female friends. Who do you think he's with right now?
You see? You see
The
that?
so-called female
You
friend
see that?
who I was cool with you chatting at night with. I don't have like I literally
wow.
I feel like when you're in a relationship, it should be an open book. And I am absolutely 100% comfortable with a
Yeah.
man having female friends that you've had from before
True.
me, right? I'm not
I'm
that
the same.
type of
Yeah.
right. So
I
I'm
have
not
male
gonna
friends.
be
So I'm
checking your
not gonna
phones.
ever be the person who says like you can't have female friends because
Can't
that's
have, yeah,
ridiculous.
No.
I'm not doing that.
You can't not have female friends if you're a male, or you cannot not have male friends if you're female. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Especially sometimes we as women too, we know when that one female friend likes your man. As much as people don't
Absolutely.
want to say, we know.
Yeah.
And I used to make jokes. I used to call him his girlfriend, like joke thing. Turn out, no, she's more than that. Well,
She is the
congratulations,
girlfriend.
sir. She's
Wow.
persistent. I honestly though, I gotta give her props, man. Come on. That's a long time to sit and wait though. Like to
Yeah.
wait for like a dude, like you actually knew what you wanted and you went for it. So I gotta give her props. I can't even
Yeah.
hate on the girl.
She
She
was
waited.
committed. I mean, like she knew what she wanted. I mean, that better
She
be what
went
she
for
really
it.
wanted because she dedicated a lot of time and effort to that shit. I hope she really wanted that.
I'm so happy she has that because I don't want it. So I hope like like I can't be committed like that. I really can't. Like if I know I'm talking, like okay, I really haven't been. I'm probably someone who can't really talk because I haven't been on a date since like 2000, early 2018. I'm over the whole dating thing. So like, but for me, it's kind of like I don't think I'd ever be committed to sit there and pretend to be a friend with a guy that I actually really like.
Hmm.
Like I don't know if I
Yeah.
could do it.
No, I wouldn't do that either. Why would you do that?
Some people will just to keep him around.
Just to be a friend?
Yeah, just to be in their presence because you like them that much.
And you know what? He could probably was making complaints, like you know how all niggas do. They complain about their girlfriends and ask random. And that's another thing too. Like if you're gonna have a side chick, don't be chatting your woman's business, her personal fucking business to these random mateys because you know what? You're giving them ammunition for when they come to you on road. Even guys, like even women, be careful
That's
what
where
you
the
say about your
disrespect
man.
comes in.
Yeah,
That's the
like be careful what you
disrespectful
say
part.
about your man. Like don't be telling, oh, my man can't fix things and his dick. Don't boost
Yeah.
anybody's
When
head.
you tell
Either
a
way.
man that yo, my man's dick don't even work, yo, he just fucks me once a week or once every whatever. You see, when you say those kind of things, girl.
I think that's how I got in trouble one time. This girl sent me like two, the long text on Instagram till it can't even hold. You have to keep texting. You have to do
Yeah,
another.
yeah, yeah,
Like a
yeah, yeah, yeah.
scroll.
Be
She sent
more,
me like
ma'am.
about, yeah, she said read more, one of those texts about a situation because her boyfriend and I were friends like for over how many years, and he was confiding in me, and I'm like, out of concern for you, and me knowing you, I'm not really sure if this is the best situation for you, but I'm not going to tell you to leave your girl, but what I know about you, I don't know if this is the best thing. And the girl came for me, sis. She was just like, how dare you talk about me? And as a woman, you shouldn't be giving a man bad advice towards his girlfriend. And I wasn't looking at it like that. I'm just like, but he's my friend and I know him. I don't
Right.
really know
Right.
you. I'm not trying to break you guys up, but I know that, first of all, I know he's not treating you right because the first thing is she told him, yo, I don't want you to be friends with her anymore because you guys are too close. And he said, no. He's like, I'm not going to get rid
Oh.
of my friends for you.
See,
So
like,
yeah. So I think that's where everything stemmed from. So she was like, "Well, you're willing to get rid of all your other friends, but this one girl, you can't get rid of her." And then on top of it, she's giving you relationship advice. She came for
Yeah.
me. She was
Yeah.
so
I can
mad.
see that. I can see that she would see that as, I can see.
Yeah,
I can understand that. That would make me feel away if I was in her position, right? Like if I was in
yeah.
her position, I would feel away.
But would you approach the other girl though?
No, I would never be approaching the other girl.
I'm
That's
not
my
doing it
thing. I'm
either.
not approaching the other person.
Yeah.
I don't
listen,
date girls, dog.
you see what
I
if
don't fuck with girls.
you see me,
So
if I'm the
what am I
main,
talking to the girl for?
me, if I'm the main, I'm here. If you're the side chick, let me just make sure I put this properly, eh? Side chick, you're here. You're not even in my vision or my sight
Period.
for me to even have a conversation with you because it's
But
not
I'm
even
not his
worth
side chick
my
though. I'm
time.
just his friend.
Oh, you.
Right. But at the
Oh,
same
no, no. Sorry.
time, I would
I
not be
wouldn't say shit.
addressing you in any
Yeah.
way. I would be
No,
addressing him.
him,
Right.
not you. And you're
I
the
don't have no
brethren, so
reason. I don't
why?
know you like that. I don't have no reason to
Right.
talk to you. I don't have no reason to address you. I have to address him because at the end of the day, it's his conduct that is
Right.
in question. It's not
Right.
what you do, it's what he does.
Right.
You
Right.
could be sending him pussy shots every day. You could
Yeah.
be like, yo, come get this work every
Right.
fucking day. But it's what he does with that information that matters, right?
True.
So
It's true.
at the end of the day, if whoever makes the commitment to me is who I'm checking. I'm not checking the next side take.
Yeah.
If
I
it's
Yeah.
agree.
one thing, if it's one thing if my man comes to me and is like, yo, I've told this girl different fucking ways that I'm not interested and I don't want nothing with her, and she keeps coming at me.
Right.
That's a different conversation. But if you are entertaining someone as my partner, you're entertaining someone, you're talking to them, you having
Yeah.
social side conversation, whatever the fuck you having with that person, you're gonna have to curtail that shit.
Yeah.
Because if that
Hmm.
person is feeling from your interactions with them that they are, I don't know, like in the
Really
running,
special to you. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
yeah, they're somehow in the rankings, then that's your fault.
Right. It's true.
That's how I feel. That's
Right.
That's how
that's
I
your
say.
fault.
That's what I think too. I'm not approaching
Because if
no
I'm in a
girl.
relationship, I'm gonna conduct myself the way I'm supposed to. I'm gonna
Right.
let no man know that I'm not gonna have no man out there feeling like he could talk to me any kind of slack way. He could send me no dick pics. He can have no sex talk with me on the night. He could like I'm not gonna do that because I have somebody. So how
Right.
I conduct myself is how I'm gonna expect him to conduct himself.
Yeah.
Right. 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 So,
Period.
based on what I've been hearing, I've noticed on the tally that I did, there's a lot of men who have been side dudes, right? So
Yeah.
it raised a lot of questions. Well, I had this one funny story where this guy said he was fucking a girl and he had to go hide in the bedroom because the baby father came
Oh
unexpectedly.
shit.
That was very
Oh.
funny. But
Yeah.
like in general, it made me start questioning a lot of men sometimes when you're in a relationship with them and they appear to be insecure, do you think that the reason why they may feel insecure and not trust women because they've been the side dude for a lot of other
Could
women
be.
in their
Yeah.
past?
Yeah.
It
Cause
could be
Yeah.
that they've been the side dude, but it could also be that they have cheated. And
that
so
too.
they're very aware of the fact,
Where? Yeah.
yeah, they're stepping out, so it's easy,
And they
they're
get paranoid.
that's right. Because
Yeah.
usually when you find your mate is, very accusatory and very like, in your face about cheating, even when you're not doing shit, chances are, chances are
Mhm.
they've been
Mhm.
doing some shit that they feel guilty about. Yo, you see your conscience is a fucking mirror. Your conscience makes people, your conscience is a thing that like checks people and they don't even realize that their own conscience is checking them
Right.
because
Yeah.
it tells a tale. When
Yeah.
you start accusing your partner of cheating, when you start accusing your partner of being whatever the fuck, just like stepping out or whatever the case is, it's usually a reflection of what you are doing.
True.
It's your own
True.
insecurities based on your actions, what make you like, well, shit. I'm
If
fucking
I was
around. So
doing yes,
chances are you could be fucking around.
Or
Right?
they could just base it on their experience too, right?
Yeah.
Like I
Or
was
their
fucking
past
this.
experience if they've
Yeah,
had
like
if they've been cheated on before.
it's true. I knew
Right?
this one girl who was cheating on her husband, and whenever they had an off day at work, cause she worked with the man, and she would fuck him in her own home
Whoa.
yikes,
while the man was at work.
yikes,
That's what they
yikes.
call yay top
Yeah,
burn.
Like no, but like, can you really imagine like fucking in your own like family home and cheating on your husband
yeah,
and he's
like
at
that.
work?
That's disrespectful.
It's mad
Now,
disrespectful.
it is highly disrespectful. However, if you have facts that your husband has been disrespectful to you, you would do it.
No, but he wasn't. That's the problem. He was actually a pretty good dude. He's just because they were high school sweethearts.
Yeah.
So she never, I guess she wanted to experience other things sexually. And this new man who she worked with was a little older than her, and she was
Mhm,
getting the extra sexual excitement. But
mhm.
all in all, he was a pretty standout dude,
Wow.
Damn.
right? And I remember one day the side ting had broke up with her, and she was upset. And I was just like, I always find myself in these situations with women. I don't know why. It's happened to me numerous of times, so I don't want anybody to think that this story is specific to you.
They want
Um,
to come talk to you
they want to talk to me. I don't know why. Me have my own problem. But
because
anyway,
you're a good listener.
it's problematic. But anyway, so I
But
said like, you feel, this was what 2 years ago. So I asked her, you feel good? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what do you like? 2 years ago, I was just like, okay, so you fucked him in his house with pictures of his children, his wife. You okay with that? Like,
yeah,
you
like
actually feel
girl.
good about that? Yo, she cussed me stink, bro. We had like it's
Whoa.
yeah. She had to obviously like she apologized to me or whatever. But like she went in on me. Like, who the fuck are you? I'm getting dick. I'm getting mine. Yo, it's hard out here. Cause obviously
Okay,
she's a
sis.
she's American. She's like, it's
Okay,
hard
Get
out
your
sis.
dick,
here.
sis. Get your dick.
You're being too judgmental ever since you fucking started doing meditation, bitch. You're just coming all this way on me. I don't know what's happening. I was just like, I'm sorry.
I
If a
can't.
nigga's gonna fuck on you, let him pay. Go get a fucking nice hotel. When he's ready for you, you have already gone to the fucking spa and you're nice and comfy. You're not gonna go and take your car with your fucking gas to go fuck a nigga in his own home. Like, you must be dumb. No,
But
I'm not.
guys, well, we've been talking for an hour and a half now.
I know.
Oh,
I was just about
We've
to
been
say,
going an
guys,
hour and a
we're
half.
well
Like,
over
well,
our time.
but yeah,
I was gone for 30. Does that count?
It
true.
does. That's why we went a little bit longer because we were missing you, girl.
Yeah,
We needed you in the convo
So
but
I'm
yeah,
just
for
saying.
a hot minute.
but
Do
there
you
was
guys
a
want us to say anything else? Talk to us. Say something in the comments. You know,
yeah. They seem to be enjoying. As she said, it sounded like a Tyler Perry movie that she watched. I think
Which
what
one?
you were
yes.
saying, Mel. Um,
Oh, probably. It's always a Tyler Perry story, though.
yeah, because this
It
these
always a
things,
Tyler Perry
it's real
story.
life. It's real life.
It is real
But
life, right?
I just want to thank the viewers who actually like answered the questions and were like open and
Yes.
Yes.
honest.
Thank
There
you
were
guys
two
for
things,
sharing your stories.
right? There was two things I did know. I didn't realize there was that many side dudes out there, and there's a lot. Like
Yeah.
But let's talk about that. That's one thing we didn't talk about. There's a
women,
lot of side dudes,
yes.
and there's a lot of side dudes that are okay with being side dudes. You know, normally, typically, women tend to have the stigma attached to them that they develop feelings and, they can't stay as a side thing because they always want to be wifey, blah, blah, blah. But there are a lot of men who are okay with
With
being a
being a side
service
dude.
provider.
Yep. Yep.
They're okay with being a service provider. They're okay with that, right?
Yep.
So,
But then,
that,
but I have to say, some of you women are really, really sneaky. Sneaky. Yeah. Yeah. But yes, I feel like some of the reasons they were telling me is that they just really don't care to, and that really reflects, even it makes me even understand the whole dating life. A guy was telling me sometimes he'd rather be with somebody who's attached, because now he doesn't
No
have
responsibility.
to take her out no dates. Because he said, "Yo, even a look of coffee can end up being what, $40."
You see
He's like,
that shit?
"I saved that money. I could put that money
Wow.
on my gas." And this girl who has a husband calls me and then just comes to my yard. I don't have to go
Well,
out of my way to do whatever I have to do. So
sorry
I feel
about
like
that.
a lot of men are comfortable with it because they don't have to put in any work. Like,
No
Yeah.
effort. Getting
and
a
this
pussy for
that's it.
no effort.
And this one guy said
Ladies.
it's even more amazing because when the girl tries to pop off or get emotional, you could just say chill.
You just
You
dip.
know you got a man. You know you have a man. Like, you can't be asking
Oh,
me these questions, or you can't be feeling those ways. Like, they can actually dismiss that person's feelings. They don't have to
Wow.
have a conversation with you anymore.
that's a
But yeah.
bullshit. Fuck that. I
But yeah.
rebuke that.
I'm just giving you
But yeah.
the male perspective, and as much as us women, we're here and we're saying men are dogs or whatever. But a man did say that majority of the women, like, men will kind of just cheat because they kind of like different variety of pussy or whatever the case may be. But he
Yeah.
did say, based on all the relationships that he's ruined,
Oh God. Oh my God.
he said,
Wow.
based on
Wow.
his things, it was the person was missing something in their relationship. So whether it was, the woman felt like the man wasn't, giving
Yeah.
her much attention, no
So
affection.
when I do a meta analysis of all the relationships that I've fucked up,
Right.
basically what happened was they were missing something.
Even the on the
Yeah.
male side too.
You see, like I can't. I just can't. As I said, like if yeah, it's some kind of insecurity. It's some kind of insecurity why you're okay being a side chick. It has to be. It has to be. Like it can't be anything else. Like as you say, sometimes it's immaturity because when you reach a certain age, you're just not going to want to be a side chick. You want to have your own. You're
I
Right.
not
think there's
comfortable.
also a level of ego involved. I think it boosts anyone's confidence or anyone's self-esteem to know that there's a man who's committed, or a woman who is committed to someone else but is somehow weak for you.
Right.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think it feeds your ego at some point, right? It makes you feel good. It makes you feel like, that person has this uncontrollable desire for you. Like you just have them weak. Yeah, them weak. Like,
Yeah.
it just makes you feel nice. And I can understand that, right? Like, because even on just a sexual nature, like you want your partner to feel that way for you. You want anybody to feel that way for you. You want to know that you have that person away. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I can get it, but like I also feel like that's something that I want my person to feel for me, not somebody
Right.
else's somebody.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? I don't want somebody else's husband feeling that shit. I want my husband feeling that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
And I
But
feel like a lot of men sometimes do cheat on their wives because you're right, there is something that's missing. And I think that in general, men, or male or female, if there is something missing, you should communicate with your partner.
communicate that. Yeah.
And I know some sound man say single women can't give married women advice. Not gonna name names.
not
Um,
necessary.
but uh,
That's some bullshit.
but I just
Because you
feel
don't
like
have to be married to know what the fuck
To know what
want. You
exactly.
know what I'm saying?
I'm
Enough of
just
y'all are married and don't know what the fuck y'all are doing.
I hate when he says it. It's like
It's
it just
dumb shit.
cringes my soul. It
It's ignorant.
cringes him. Yeah.
Because I'm sure he's doing fuckery. I'm sure of it.
Yeah. My phone is
Sure of it.
about to die, I think, guys. Like
Oh
seriously.
no.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we
So
should just
we
pull
have
over
to
now.
wrap up.
We've been on for like an hour and a half. So
Yeah,
guess
so
what? This was a bonus episode, an hour and 45. So this was
yeah.
a bonus episode, guys, because we was
I
talking
just
about side chick things. It was interesting.
I just want to apologize for I don't know what happened to my phone. So just
That's okay. It's
It's all
technology.
apologize for
We
right.
that.
know. We get it.
Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
This is the new world, right? This is the new
Yeah.
joining in through social, apps.
You just
So
just come in, just pop in when you can, bitch. Just pop
when
in
you
when you
can,
can.
just show up. We here,
But,
just come in. The door is open.
but yeah.
But thank you guys for joining us. I think we should wrap. Thank you for joining.
Yeah, and for the
Yes.
comments, like they were really participating today. So thank you guys for
Yeah.
being a part of the show and giving your
And for
feedback,
joining us on this new
and for
platform.
joining us on this new platform. And
Because
sticking with us.
we've been
Yeah.
Instagram for a minute.
And sticking with us through the technical difficulties, like you guys said, and we appreciate it, and we really appreciate your support, in this time.
Yes,
Yes.
we
So
do.
We have so much more coming. We have more interesting, exciting, sizzling episodes to come. So
yes. So
even
have
though
a
we in
one.
COVID-19 world, we still coming with the heat. You know what I mean?
We still coming with that heat, even though summer's canceled. We're still gonna be
I
bringing the
know.
heat. Yeah.
Always tune in to ChatBout
About
Toronto.
Toronto, yes.
We're
Well,
gonna keep you
guys,
entertained right through the season.
you guys have a lovely week. Thank you again for joining us. Make sure you share this video. You could just hit share on your screen and you'll get the link. You could post it anywhere. Share this video with your friends. Please make sure you tune into the next show. And the link will be in our bio if you want to, go back and watch something else that you might have missed. But yeah,
Make sure you
thank you guys.
subscribe.
Subscribe to our channel. So thank you
Bye.
guys. Have a great week.
Thank
Bye.
you. Be safe.